Hey guys, welcome back to LaFilleChic. I'm Bidisha and let's start today's video. It's the starting of November, that means it's time for October Favorites and Opinions 2017. I started the month by watching an old movie but with a very high IMDb rating of 8.6 out of 10, and the movie is Seven, starring Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey. This movie was released in 1995 and it's a crime thriller where two detectives played by Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman are trying to catch a serial killer who kills people according to the 7 deadly sins: greed, lust, sloth, envy, wrath, pride and gluttony. Halfway through the movie, I thought I figured out what will be the ending, but I was surprised. Comment below if you were surprised or did you figure out what the ending will be. And if you haven't watched it, watch it and then comment below. Next, Jurassic World. I actually enjoyed this movie, mostly because it started out very similar to Spielberg's Jurassic Park, which I used to love as a kid and I've seen it multiple times when I was little. This is a movie, as you may already know, about a theme park where the main attraction is genetically engineered dinosaurs. As expected, the situation kind of goes out of control and our main characters are left to deal with it. It's not a bad movie, I actually kind of enjoyed it. However, it did bother me that there were signs of Marvel comedy in this movie, which I did not expect, and maybe I generally like Marvel comedy in Marvel movies. So it's an entertaining movie. The last movie that I watched this month is a documentary film and it's Katy, Part of Me. This documentary follows her in her first world tour, which is the California Dreams World Tour. In addition to following her around in the California Dreams World Tour, they also inserted clips of her from before when she was famous. And the best thing that I loved about the documentary is how they inserted the songs as they go or match with whatever is going on in their life. That actually helped me to get really emotionally connected to the film. I was engrossed in 2 TV shows this month. One of those 2 is The 100. The story of this TV show starts after a century of the destruction of the human civilization on Earth, and the human species have been surviving in a space station for that long, and for some reason the space station is becoming more and more less survivable for people. So the elders come up with a solution that they will send 100 of their kids or youngsters from their juvenile jail to the surface of the earth to test if the surface has become survivable after the apocalypse. This TV show, I would say, has the feel of Lost. If you have seen Lost, you know what I'm talking about. I actually used to love Lost back then. I think I've mentioned this in one of my previous favorites and opinions videos too, that I in general like post-apocalyptic stories a lot. However, like Lost, this series too gets a little draggy after the first few seasons, but still it's a good show to watch. Also, if you have any recommendations for me about any post-apocalyptic TV show or a movie, because I really enjoy watching those kind of stories. The second one, Stranger Things Season 2. The second season of Stranger Things came out this month, and since I loved the first season, I had to watch it as soon as it came out. I have a little bit of soft spot towards this show because I absolutely love the kids in the show. I would try not to give any spoilers about the first season if you haven't watched it. But yeah, in the show, after the supernatural occurrences go out of control in the first season and the main characters are trying to find this missing kid, Will finally comes back home, but his visit to the alternate dimension is still haunting him, and the main characters soon realize that the supernatural presence in their life has not yet gone away. I personally loved the first season better. In comparison, I thought the second season had some long and, if I say so, a little draggy scenes. Because I love the characters so much, did not mind it. Overall, it's a good show, and also I love the 80s lifestyle that we get to see in the TV show. I absolutely love the book that I read this month. It was in my reading list for a very long time, and since its movie counterpart is coming in 2018, early 2018, I decided it's finally time for me to pick it up. This book is called Ready Player One by Ernest, Cline. It's again a story on a dystopian world or a utopian world, whatever you call it, depending on how you see it. This is a story where a famous game developer has created a virtual reality game. It's a very developed virtual reality game point where people can actually go to school, make friends, and some of them even get married without actually meeting the person or without actually going out of their house, which, if you think about it, is kind of disturbing. Anyways, so the story starts after this famous game developer dies and he very publicly announces his will. In the will, he says that he has incorporated a treasure hunt in his virtual reality world, the Oasis, and he calls this hunt Easter egg, hunt for Easter eggs. Whoever finds the Easter egg first will inherit all of his property, all of his fortune, and he is a very rich person. The world goes mad finding this egg. The book has countless references of 80s pop culture. The story is set in the future. It's in the year 2050. The game developer was a youngster in the 80s. The world goes mad behind 80s pop culture and 80s everything, basically, in the hopes that there must be clues for the treasure hunt. It's a very interesting book as we can see a familiar but still unique futuristic world. I have been dancing this song this whole month, most of the days this month, and I'm loving it so much. It's called Feel It Still and it's by an American rock band called Portugal the Man. It's just a great song to listen to in full volume with your headphones on, dance around the house and enjoy your own company, I guess. The restaurant I'm going to be mentioning today is an Italian restaurant, and I know Bangalore has a lot of Italian restaurants and a lot of good ones, and this place is one of my favorites and it's CHIANTI. They actually serve really delicious Italian food. Italian food is my favorite. Call me basic, but yeah. As you enter the restaurant and you take your seat, they come to your table with a complimentary make your own bruschetta, which you can make while waiting for your food and while chit-chatting with your company, and by the time you're done making and eating, they serve the rest of the food that you order. And I think they have really good service and it's really fast and they have delicious food. That's it for this month's favorites and opinions. As usual, do comment below if you have any recommendations for me in any of the categories I talked about in this video. Also, I've put a link to the book that I mentioned in this video in the description box below in case you want to buy the book before the movie directed by Spielberg comes out. Anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing because it's free and lots more videos are coming in the future. So, see you in the next one. Bye.